Michael Jordan, the man who turned basketball into an art form and greatness into expectation. Michael Jordan was born on February 17, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York, but he was raised in Wilmington, North Carolina, where the air was thick with southern humidity and dreams moved slowly. He was the fourth of 5 children, born to James and Dolores Jordan, a hard-working couple who raised their kids with discipline, integrity, and love. From an early age, Michael was competitive. Whether it was baseball, football, or backyard basketball, he had a fire inside him, one that burned hotter every time he lost. He wasn't the biggest, he wasn't the strongest, but he hated to lose. That hatred became his fuel. When he was 15, Michael tried out for the varsity basketball team at Laney High School and didn't make the cut. The moment was crushing, but it was also defining. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. Then he got up the next day and went back to work. Every missed shot, every drop of sweat, every early morning, it all added up to something bigger. He didn't want revenge. He wanted to prove something. To himself. By his senior year, he was a sensation. Offers came from across the country, but Michael chose the University of North Carolina, drawn by the legendary coach Dean Smith, a man who preached team over ego, discipline over flash. Under Smith, Michael learned how to win, not just how to score. In 1982, as a freshman, he hit the game-winning shot in the NCAA championship against Georgetown. That shot wasn't just the first big moment. It was the spark that ignited a legacy. He stayed at UNC for 2 more years, refining his game, sharpening his instincts, learning how to be great, not just good. In 1984, Michael declared for the NBA draft. He was taken 3rd overall by the Chicago Bulls, behind Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. At the time, the Bulls were irrelevant. The stands were half empty, the team was mediocre, and Chicago was waiting for a savior. From the moment Jordan stepped on the court, everything changed. He was explosive, creative, ruthless. He didn't just play, he attacked. He had a 44-inch vertical leap and a will that wouldn't break. Every night, he put on a show. He made the impossible look effortless. Air Jordan was born, and with him, a new era of basketball. But for all his brilliance, success didn't come easily. The Celtics, led by Bird, McHale, and Parrish, swept him. The Pistons, the bad boys, beat him down physically and mentally, year after year. They created the Jordan rules, a defensive strategy designed to stop him by any means necessary. They fouled him hard, doubled him constantly, and dared him to quit. But Jordan never folded. He lifted weights. He studied film. He learned how to trust his teammates, how to lead, how to win. By 1991, it all came together. Jordan and the Bulls swept the Pistons, a symbolic passing of the torch, and then beat Magic Johnson's Lakers in the NBA Finals, his first championship. The emotion poured out of him as he held the trophy, cradling it like a child. The man who once got cut in high school was now a world champion. And then he did it again, and again. 3 straight titles, 3 finals MVPs. A global icon was cemented. But in 1993, the unthinkable happened. Michael's father, his best friend, his mentor, was murdered during a robbery. The loss shattered him. Basketball no longer felt important. So Michael walked away. At the peak of his power, at just 30 years old, he retired. He shocked the world, not just by leaving the game, but by signing with a minor league baseball team, fulfilling a dream he once shared with his father. He struggled. He struck out. But he never hid from the challenge. He humbled himself. He proved that greatness doesn't fear failure. In March 1995, after nearly 2 years away, a fax appeared. 2 words: "I'm back." Michael returned to the Bulls. The league had changed, but he hadn't. In 1996, Jordan led Chicago to a 72-10 record, the best in NBA history at the time. He won another MVP, another championship, another Finals MVP. Then he won another and another. By 1998, the Bulls were aging. Management planned to rebuild. But Jordan wasn't done. In Game 6 of the NBA Finals against the Utah Jazz, with 17 seconds left, down by 1, he stripped Karl Malone, brought the ball up court, crossed over Brian Russell, and hit the final shot of his Bulls career. The perfect ending. 6 championships, 6 Finals MVPs. He walked away once more, seemingly for good. But in 2001, the competitor inside still burned. Jordan returned, this time as a Washington Wizard. He wasn't the high flyer anymore, but he was still elite. He became the oldest player in history to score 40-plus points in a game. He didn't chase rings this time. He chased legacy, mentorship, inspiration. He retired for the final time in 2003. His impact? Beyond measure. Michael Jordan changed basketball. He made it global. He made sneakers culture. He became the first black billionaire athlete, the owner of an NBA team. But more than the stats and the rings, he gave us a mentality. The refusal to accept limitations, the obsession with winning, the belief that failure is part of greatness. He once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Michael Jordan was not just the greatest basketball player of all time. He was the fiercest competitor the world had ever seen. He turned pressure into fuel. He turned doubt into fire. He turned the game into art. He didn't just fly, he soared. And in doing so, he took all of us with him. He showed us that greatness isn't born. It's built. In the quiet hours, in the dark gyms, in the moments nobody sees. And for that, he will always be the standard, the icon, the GOAT.